Okay, so I'm using this deck, and I hope you guys will be able to see the cards. If not, no worries. I will, explain everything. Bear with me. I'll try to remember to timestamp what time once I get the cards all laid out, but I need to draw 44 cards out of these 52. I'm going on a little kind of like search and rescue mission to find out what will come out of this, the raid on Rudy's cell phone, computer, all that stuff. And how will this affect Flump? The one thing that I can say with confidence, because I've learned to trust dream guidance that I've gotten, is that it was Dmitry Firtash who funded the entire Ukraine thing. And I'm starting to suspect that he and Rudy had a much larger financial relationship. And that's probably part of what Lev and Igor were talking about that time that Rachel interviewed them. Okay, but so let me focus in on, let's see, I'm going to have to, let's see, so the man, I'm going to call the man, the main character, the man, if it comes through, that's going to be Trump. And I'm trying to figure out maybe what I make the lady Rudy. I'm not sure. No, actually, who cares? Let's just let the information come out about what's on Rudy's cell phone and computer and how it's going to affect Trump. So wherever he lands here in this reading will be... Okay, so there's 1, 2... Wait. Yeah, I thought so. Okay, that's 30. 31. 32. Okay, that's 44. So this is going to be a modified grand tableau. Okay, and the 4 corners are going to make a big difference, so we'll see once I get them laid out. Just to make sure everything's up far enough. Yeah, I think, actually, I think there's enough room for the 4 down this way. Okay, so 3. I have my camera up so dang high, I can barely see the viewfinder. Whoops. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, yeah. Just barely. And yes, here we have the major information there. Okay. Right, just right there in those first two corners, we can see the guilt and the partnership. And then we'll get the other information. Oh, yeah, there's the snake. Okay, so the rest of this should go faster. Now I've got that frame. Kind of like doing a puzzle, jigsaw puzzle, and you have to get the edges first. I don't know if that really makes the middle go any faster sometimes, but I haven't done one in so many years. Okay, yep. Foreign, right there, right here. Foreign partnership. That's Dimitri Firtash, even though, you know, we don't have enough people cards in the Lenormand to have that come through. And this would be what we'll call a modified grand tableau, where I'm fitting as many as I possibly can in my with the equipment that I have. Besides that, I think if it were any higher, oops, I do need to go up a little bit. If it were any higher, I don't think you guys would have a chance in seeing, being able to see the images on the cards. And don't worry, I'm not going to need to read every single card here, so I don't think this reading is going to take that long, because I'm looking more for the information. You know, I'm not reading like personal, I'm not reading, well, I'll read whatever comes through, but okay, so first thing we do is we look for the man card right here. So this is Trump. He is in the, when this is the absolute worst position for his card to come through. And that's because he's exiting the reading, you know, he's not over here at the beginning, because this is like past, present, future, this way. He's not only exiting the reading, he's also, all the weight of all of these cards are on top of him, meaning he has no control over all of this. Okay, so, and let's just look at, let's just read the four corners first. So this is him. We can go around, we can start from either way, but I want to start down here actually. Most people start and go this way. So these four corners, these cards together add up to, you know, here's the sneaky, cunning plan that Trump had. And he's definitely guilty. Of course, you know, he should have been, he was impeached over it. He should have been removed, but he wasn't, because of the you know, Senate, because of the GOP, you know, majority in the Senate. They wouldn't even let anybody testify around it. But we had, you know, Sondland, we had Marie Yovanovitch, we had Fiona Hill. We had so many testimonies prior to, you know, coming up before the impeachment. So we know he's guilty, and the cards are proving that here. This is Trump and his devious ways, and his lies and his cheating and his doing anything he can to get what he wants, and this is the card that indicates he's guilty, the cross. So we have the man, Trump, Fox, and the cross. And then we have the handshake over here, which shows the deal. And then what's around the deal? Well, we have the foreign card, we have the ship that shows, of course, it was a foreign partnership. So this is with the former Ukrainian president, I believe, because next to the lilies, this shows that this was the older, you know, person in charge of Ukraine. And then what happened was, of course, he lost, and then Zelensky came in, and then things were not as, you know, Zelensky did not want to collude to the same degree. So, and that's proven up here by the mice card, showing that there was a loss to this, a loss in this, like, battle for the presidency of Ukraine, and the older guy lost, and that's it. It's all right there. But also on another level, all of these cards around. We could read like these 9 cards here. This would be this, this connection in this partnership that did prove to be a loss, later on. But there was lots and lots of communication. So what's on Rudy's cell phone? Well, this would be the cell phone. The birds would indicate the cell phone. And this would, the mice would indicate this really toxic relationship where Rudy was hanging out there just trying to get in. And, I think probably some really impulsive moves. This would also indicate, with the letter card here, this club next to the honor, or the medal, this would indicate that there are, whatever is on, so this would be the cell phone. What's on his cell phone I'm going to read here, but I'm going to include these too because they're touching, So the cell phone has the toxic relationship, it has breadcrumbs, it has all the little pieces of dirt on Rudy, and they've been watching him. SDNY had this for quite some time, or had this plan for quite some time. Maybe it was one of those like unsealed indictments, and they, or sealed, I'm sorry, and then they unsealed it. But anyway, what's on the cell phone, they've been watching, he's been under surveillance, and it includes like everything. This is everything here. And it's going to reveal that he was, just going after anything he could with a foreign enemy, with a foreign enemy. And then also on the cell phone, and well, let's see, I don't know which card would have been for the computer. We've got the money here. Computer could be the coffin, just because it's like a box. But maybe we can just, call it the birds because it's any communication device. I don't know. If there's any other Lenormand wizards out there, let me know what you think, which one would be the computer. I have all the cards here except for the pig, stork, fish, dog, tower. No, none of these would be a computer. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, maybe we just need to make a new deck someday. For all these dastardly criminals, right? But anyway, this would be the information on his computer. This would also be, the letter card also relates to votes. Because it's next to this metal card, this would have to do with the club that they're in together. This whole row right here hanging down over Donald John Trump is his partnership with foreign players, and they're all in this like club together, and this is his reputation weighing down on him. And because we have the, I'm going to read these cards around him right now. Because we have the broken mirror, this is just going to shatter him. This is shattering his reputation if he had any left, which he doesn't. But, there are still lots of people out there who love him. Well, they might not after they see what a traitor he actually is. Traitor. Broken dreams of this traitor. And, like we could call him public enemy number 1. With the mountain card, he's been an enemy, and he's allowed, anybody who wanted in, he's let them in his inner circle for pay. He's a pay-for-play traitor. And all of these cards are especially touching him and weighing down on him. And you know what I just heard? The letter card is the computer card. It's the data. So cell phone and computer, all of that. So it's going to deeply affect Donald John Trump. Okay, so there's guilt that will come out. So this guilt around the pay for play and the money and the person who was in power, that's going to come out. And especially what, it's all going to come out too. There's going to be records, because remember, this whole reading is about what's on the cell phone and the computer. There's going to be the records of Donald Trump's bullying with the bear. The bear is a bully card in the negative sense. Bullying Marie, this card now I know is Marie Yovanovitch, and saying that he was going to end, she's going to go through some things and to end her relationship or end her position. End her position. So Trump is guilty of paying money, guilty of aligning with dark people and paying money out, and to bully Marie Yovanovitch and end her job. And this is him here underneath this bloviating hot air. And look at the darkness, the dark side of the clouds. The clouds, when it comes to a character reference, is absolutely the worst card for a person. So here we have another, the overblown ego card that shows what he did to her. But she came out on top of the situation, even though she lost her job. Her reputation is intact. So here the ring shows that there were other people who committed and did the footwork for him, for Trump, because he paid to get the footwork done. And in this betrayal, this really deep betrayal of her and other people and of his own country. Here's 45. This is him again. This is the ill person in the White House. And yes, he is the one who had the goal to get what he wanted in the secret deal. Some of these other cards don't really matter. I mean, they can if I want to dissect it, but I don't want to spend any more time than necessary on this just to get the information. So we're going to see the guilt of the betrayers. That is a big web that Donald John Trump is in, that 45 is in. This is the 45 card. Used to get this card for him all the time, as well as this one. The sick man in the White House, connected to the World Wide Web of, my goodness, as far as betrayal goes in the Lenormand, it's the snake and the fox. So he's guilty of betrayal with the World Wide Web. I think what's going to be on Rudy's cell phone and Rudy's computer is proof, literal proof, that Donald John Trump is a part of the heartbeat in the middle of this, what Sarah Kensingdor called it, this transnational crime syndicate. That he's right in there. He's been like a heart that pumped the money, and moved. And he did that while he was president of the United States of America. I would like to call him many other names besides traitor, but I'm going to curtail my potty mouth because it offends some people. But I can't think of a more offensive word actually than traitor. So he bullied her, he had people. This is the crime ring right here, right next to the White House. Here's the dark crime ring. We're talking money laundering, maybe even sex trafficking. This abusive crime ring. This is this darkness of this bloviating hot air, bag of hot air that we had for president. Thank God he's gone. And here's his abuse. And they've been watching him, and it's all it's all on Rudy's cell phone. Oh my God, Rudy's just He's just so there's got to be something wrong with his brain. Maybe he's pre Alzheimer's or something like that. There's that possibility. Wow. Let me see if I see anything else. Well, just that, the selfishness of Trump to like move the goods around, move the money around, the laundering, money laundering, all of that here with this locomotion card is a little bit more evidence on that. Yeah, and he did have the goal, the bully had the goal to connect with anybody to get the key in so that he could get what he wanted, basically. And he used any of his social network to do it. So this is all the past, right? Leading up to the big old bust, or the raid on Rudy, and we can see Trump used to be in the White House. He's involved in this worldwide web of betrayal on the United States, actually on anybody, because it's sex trafficking, money laundering, for entertainment purposes only. But yeah, and even as so far as to assassinate. Of course, he would never tell them that outright. He'll just say, she's going to go through some things, and that might be code for, do whatever I say because I'm the boss. This is all the past. And then we just look at, what happened, how this is telling the story of Marie Yovanovitch. I covered that already. I don't need to repeat myself. And then moving up to present time where Rudy was actually raided. The sun over the child here and close to the tree tells me that and with the eyeball here, and the sight, so it was dangerous. They've been watching. Dangerous toxic relationships, dangerous loss, but also this, there's a breadcrumb on breadcrumbs in there's trails in Rudy's cell phone, and they've been watching for quite some time. It will be revealed, and this could be that there were, with one part of the information that comes out from Rudy's cell phone and computer, could be that there were even some new contacts that will be revealed, new enemies of this huge, the tree is like this huge, like brain, this huge, with all the branches, the huge connection to this corrupt crime family. This family of all different countries. I'm feeling like there's going to be some surprising information about a lot of hidden, this could be like, the little black book. Like pretend there's a little black book, but it's actually in it's in Rudy's cell phone and computer, and he's so oh my goodness, just inadequately mentally prepared that he didn't even figure out how to hide it, I don't think. Yeah, I might read on this further if there seems like there's any obstacle to getting in there, but I don't think so. I don't see an obstacle because the obstacle card is here and all this is weighing down on it, and then everything is broken open. The obstacle is broken open and Donald Trump loses right here. He's the loss. It's all of this is on him. So, all right, you guys, I'm done. Except just to remind everyone, I know for sure, because I got it in dream time, that last thing I heard, before you wake up in the morning, when I get messages like that, I've learned, I'm 66 years old, soon to be 67, and I have learned over the years to trust those you know, those messages that come through right when you're first waking up in the morning, and I woke up hearing Dmitry Firtash funded everything. So, you know, and of course there's sanctions against him, and of course, you know, he's there's no extradition treaty with Russia, so I don't know, who knows where he's hiding, but he's got some karma coming down on him at some point. So, but anyway, I'm going to close this up and get it uploaded for you guys, and I'll be back later. Okay, hope everyone's doing really well. Bye.